Hello everyone around the world, I am William the Zebra Alcala, bringing you live coverage for round 4 of 7 for season 31 for Camel's Premier Racing League here on Project Cars for the PS4. We are halfway through season 31 and we're doing things differently. I think they're going to see how this works, and then we're going to be going forward. We were doing reverse grids at the start of the second race in our doubleheader weeks. And Camel has decided to do reverse grids. Well, they're going to try reverse grids this week as well. I'm assuming it's based off the points. So if you're last in points, you'll be starting first, and so on and so forth. I'm guessing that's to give more challenge for the front runners to try to make their way through. They'll still have plenty of time. They'll have 90 minutes to do so. So there shouldn't be much of an issue there. But it does still kind of provide that risk to the drivers. So you're not missing much in qualifying there. They're just getting everything all set and ready to go. But in the meantime, we're going to take this time to take a look at the standings in the track map. Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. There's the standings going into round 4. Camel leading by a lot, back to his normal form. No longer hampered by the Caterham. These Mustangs doing really, really well. One space in second, just by 5 points over J-Mutt and just by 9 points over Will Phaser. So very tight battle for second, down to fourth in Group A. Old Bear leading Group B by 7 points as well over Hannibal Moore, and Road King just 2 points behind. Spoon looking to be the odd man out and in danger of being relegated down to Group B. DJ Vixen in P9 with 37 points. He's still in the hunt. It's not over yet. Then Rosta leading the charge. Is he in here tonight? Yes, he is. I do see 2 ROAs. So he's leading the charge in Group C, followed by Champ 0303. Good to see him challenging, trying to get up into Group B. Big Ton, 24 points. DTF 6 Dragons Rule. And P18, Penske 21222. I don't see him here tonight. And 14th, Potts. It's going to be last in Group B. He is not here as well. Oh, yes, he is. He is here. So, hoping they're closing some ground. It's not over yet for him. He can still get in. And then Spud in 16th, but he will not be here tonight. 14 drivers lining up tonight. Yes, so it is going to be based off of the point standings. So Pot's going to get the pole, which means that's going to be a bonus point thrown off for these drivers to get during qualifying. So that may shake things up a little bit in the points later on in the season. Let's go and take a look. Let's go and take a look at the track map. Road America, a very, very famous track, especially in the road course community. Also, kind of touch and go in the NASCAR community as well. 14 churns. This kind of labeled as 13A and 11B and stuff, but I mean, take those out. It's really 16 corners, 17. But we'll just go with what this is: 14 corners. You're gonna have that long sweeping right-hander. You can carry quite a bit of speed and plenty of runoff area. Yeah, it counts some corners and it doesn't. It's really weird. And then going down into turn 3, another right-hander before you go down the moraine straight into, you go downhill, going into turn 5, and then turn 6, that uphill left-hander. Just before you turn, you kind of hit that crest, and then you, if you brake too late, you can really throw the car off. So this is going to be a challenge for a lot of drivers, especially the back markers here starting up front. Going to be putting a lot of pressure on them trying to make it through clean. If not, we could see a big car pile up. And then a quick right-hander through Hurry Downs. I'm going to try to carry as much speed as you go into turn 8. Left-hander, which kind of sets you up for the carousel around turn 9 and 10. You want to try to carry as much speed as you can when you enter in the kink. The kink, you're pretty much full throttle. As tires wear, they may have to lift, but on fresh tires, there shouldn't be a reason why they won't be able to, depending on their setup. And then you go through the long straight down into Canada corner, which is turn 12. Again, you can it's a medium speed corner, so you can carry quite a bit of speed through there if you're smart enough. And then through 13 and 13A, that 13A part is a little bit tricky. It is a little bit off camber, but you want to try to carry as much speed as you set yourself up into turn 14, and then go ahead and get right around. Turn 14 is one of the slow in, fast out corners. If you nail it, you'll be gaining a lot of speed on the front straightaway to complete your lap here at Road America. All right, so with that being said, drivers are all lined up and ready to go. Drivers are getting their setups all ready to go and their pit strategies as well. Go and take a look at the what is the fuel limit. I don't see it. There it is, 45 liters that they can take on at a time. Go and get the speedometer and track map up for you guys so we can see where everyone's at. All right, here we go. Getting ready to go green flag racing here at Road America. Round 4 of 7. You can hear the roar of the Fords as we get ready. Red lights are on. And we're underway, but we seem to have a miscommunication here, as there's only 10 minutes. Unless this is a 10-minute qualifying race. Let me verify that for you. Okay, yes, it's a 10-minute reverse quali grid race. So wherever you finish is where you're gonna start. Okay, so that's gonna make things very interesting here. Definitely something new, as DJ, he's gonna lead the charge down the straight. Champ right behind him, followed by Big Ton, DTF 6 Dragons Rule, Spoon 951 trying to get himself a good starting position for tonight's main event race. As they all head down there, cars all the way in the back, too wide. Oh, got a car in the grass there, trying to keep it under control, under braking. That's going to be one space. I didn't even post the thing. Whoops. We got a car in the back. That's going to be Rosa 236. He's going to fall all the way in the back. Camel has moved up from 14th up to 11th. J-Mun and Potts battling it out. Back for 12th and 13th. We have a car off. That's actually going to be, if I can just get to him, that's going to be Road King off. Looks like he got some front end damage there, but luckily this is only a qualifying race. But we should see some big thrills and spills as we have a car off into the grass there. That's actually going to be Dragon. It's Will Phaser and company gets around him. One space going to get around Dragon. Going to fall right in line. We got a car off. Is he going to hold his brakes? He is. That's going to be one space. Oh, no, that's not going to be one space. My apologies. That was Hannibal. My mistake. That was Hannibal getting spun off there. But held his brakes, kept it out of trouble, and still leading DJ. Still in the lead. With just 7.5 minutes to go. As they roll into turn 1. Dragon getting on the grass a little bit. That's going to be Old Bear behind him. Old Bear getting around J-Mutt. Camel now up to 5th place. And they're chasing. Hear those beautiful sounds of those engines, man. Little phaser right in front of one space as he's challenging. He's going to get offline a bit. Champ's going to fall down a couple of positions. All the way down to 5th. It's going to allow Camel to squeeze up on in there. Now these top 3 in Group A, they're going to be chasing down DJ. Side by side in the back, that's Champ and J-Mutt. Spoon having a tough time from Group A, currently down in P13. Not going to be a strong finish for him. He's got to get it together quick. He can still make up quite a bit of positions. Got to be careful on that rumble strip around the outside, though, because if you accelerate too much off it, your car will go creaming into the wall, as that's going to be one space falling back. DJ still holding on, but that lead collapsed really, really quickly. Wolfface is going to be on the attack. He may get the pass done here. In the draft, one space and Camel working together. Wolfface is going to try to use as much of the draft as he can before pulling out. Right at the last second, he's probably going to overtake the lead. There he is. Now just moving outside, but here comes Camel as well. He gets an even bigger block of air to file in through as Wolffacer goes right on by DJ. DJ's going to leave the door open for Camel and one space. One space can have the inside line. He's going to go and get past DJ, no problem. Meantime, J-Mutt crashed hard into the wall and circles right back around into the tire barrier there, trying to avoid the cars and the carnage. Oh, Pot's moving out of the way, getting a little bit loose. Looping it around. The good thing about this qualifying race is that they can go back and make the adjustments that they need for the main race to see what needs to be fixed. As Camel's going to get around Will Phaser as they head up the hill. Top three battling it out. I guess this is where the bonus point's going to be. If you finish first in your group, you're going to get that bonus point, as they would if they were doing qualifying. So DJ looking really good for that bonus point for Group C. Ooh, Will Phaser off into the grass. He's going to correct himself and rejoin safely. DJ off in the grass as well. One space side by side with Will, but he's going to go ahead and sneak around him. Door bumper clear, one space into P2, and he's looking to be on the attack of Camel. One space looking really racy. around turn 14. Well, it's going to be close, but we're going to be having 2 laps to go. This is not white flag. So 2 laps to go. 1 space looking on the inside. Will Phaser, he's going to try to follow through whichever is going to be the fastest line, but 1 space is going to file right back in behind Camel. He's going to roll around. A lot of these corners are very slow and fast out. All about carrying as much momentum as possible. 1 space kind of defending the inside from Will Phasers. He's going to try to kind of peek around the outside a bit. While 1 space defending, Camel's going to try to use this opportunity to pull ahead, and so far he has. Meanwhile, we have battles for positions back in 6th and 7th for Hannibal, and I think that's going to be Road King. No, it's actually Rosta. He had an off early on in the qualifying race, but now he's battling to start in P6. Another much-needed bonus point for him to pull away in Group C. Then Champ and Potts battling out. Spoon up to 8th now. Ooh, very, very close, tight racing as they make their way through the kink. 1 space having to check up a little bit. Will Phaser gonna be the beneficiary from this. Gonna be receiving a lot of draft here. 1 space gonna dive in on the inside. Very close. No contact and no netco contact either. That's amazing. Still very, very close. All 3 of them. All battling. All just for 1 bonus point. That's the insane thing. Here we go. White flag is in the air for the qualifying race. 1 space already making his intentions clear. He's going to move into the inside, but he's going to follow right back behind in line. Oh, Will Phaser trying to go on the inside. 1 space just absolutely closes the door, squeezing him out. Will Phaser trying to find anything. He thinks he's faster than 1 space and can get around Camel. 1 space again looking to the inside but having a break to avoid contact. Very, very close racing going on. Also a close battle for 6th and 7th as well. But look at this. Whoa, Will Phaser getting a little sideways though. He corrects it and saves it. He's going to lose a little bit of time, but he can easily make that up. I wonder how aggressive these guys are going to be in this qualifying race. Is it worth making someone mad over a spot, over a point? Well, we'll find out. A couple cars have decided to DNF. Probably just too much damage. Wouldn't be able to finish the race anyway. 1 space getting a great run coming out of the carousel. Yeah, there you see the throttle. He had to blip it a little bit. But he's going to try to go for it on the inside now. Camel's leaving him space. He's kind of hogging up that middle line, really making it small for 1 space as the fog falls over Road America. DJ still holding on to P4. That's big for him. Oh, it's going to be a drag race. 1 space. He's going to dive it in deep. Can he get that good apex? Yes, he does. He's going to get a good run off of it. But he's going to try to go on the inside. I think Camel may have him to the line. He's going to. Camel's going to get the pole position for the start of the race. Now let's go back here. DJ looking strong. He's going to get fourth, but we have a nice chain of cars. Old Bear leading, followed by Hannibal and Rosta. Is Rosta going to try to pull out? Oh, no, that's going to be too little too late. Rosta's going to get P7, Spoon in P8. So we'll get a battle for 10th and 11th. J-Mu's going to get the better run, and he's going to be starting 10th. Champ in 11th, and Dragon, he's still in the back with no hood, a flappy front end, and a bent wing. But he is going to make it, and he will not be starting last. So DJ getting a really big bonus point there. There you have it. Here's your starting grid for tonight's main event, hour-and-a-half race. Campbell, One Space, Wolf is your top 3, followed by DJ and Old Bear round out your top 5. Hannibal, Rosta, Spoon, Pot, and J-Mutt going to be your top 10. Champ, Dragon, Big Ton, and Road King will make up the rest of the race, or rest of the grid, excuse me. So while we get a new room up, we're gonna be taking a quick step back as we get the grids all ready to go, and we'll be right back. This is William the Zebra Alcala bringing you round 4 of 7 for Camel Sprint Racing League. We'll be right back. All right, we are back, ready to go. And I do another quick 10-minute qualifying session to get the grid in order. So an hour and a half awaits us, and we will be ready to go. An hour and a half will, wow, words, I'm sorry. We'll determine the winner in an hour and a half. That's what that, you get it. Jesus, I'm so sorry. All right, let's get all the information up for you guys. Go to the speedometer and track map. Once again, 45 liters is all they can put in at a time. Obviously, they can put in less if they so wish. All right, here we go. The Ford engines are revving. Getting ready to go. Green flag racing. And we're underway. Looks like there's a miscommunication with Potts. So he's going to move on out of the way. And it's going to be Camel leading the charge. DJ side by side with Wolfazer as they go into turn 1. Cars 3 wide in the back there as they're kind of fan out going into turn 1. Let's see how everyone maneuvers it. Really wish I didn't do a close-up, but it looks like everyone gets there through A-OK. J-Mutt moving up some positions, now up to P6, and he's going to be looking his way to be up in the top 4, battling with the rest of his Group A companions as they roar down the backstretch. J-Mutt's going to send it in on the inside on Rosta. Yeah, on Rosta. Look at that. Getting it done as well. Rosta gets in the sand a little bit. Road King yields. Rest of this middle pack's gonna stick together for a couple laps, but the leaders are gonna pull away from them. No time at all. J-Mutt and Rosa having a nice battle for 5th, which is actually allowing DJ Vixen to go and pull ahead. There's more cars in the back. There's Hannibal, Old Bear, Rosa, J-Mutt, that 4-car train. 30 Year will also play into some type of an effect. Can really get the car tight and not want to churn through that fast right-hand dog leg. Wolfazer's dropped down by about 1.9 seconds, about 2 seconds down from Camel. One space still within half a second. But we're focusing on this mid-pack since it is tighter and more action could come of it. Oh, we got a car all the way spun. Avoids it. That's going to be Road King. And he's going to be into the wall, luckily. He's right there in front. 3 wide down the front stretch. Look at that. DJ really didn't have a good last corner and falls all the way down. Roast's going to hold the inside. DJ pushes wide. Here comes Old Bear trying to get around, and Hannibal right behind him, so DJ losing out big time there. Rosta looking really strong in this series. It's going to be drag racing down the hill. Who's going to give way first? Still really even. Rosa's going to push a little bit wide. That's going to give the position to J-Mud as we have a couple cones being knocked out. Great battle going on for the top 5. Just listening to the roars of the Ford as they make their way through Road America. Very nice tight battling going on here. But they're starting to separate just a little bit. Hannibal in the back starting to fall off. DJ has really fallen off. All the way down in 8th. One Space and Camel still battling it out. But both drivers are playing it safe. Wolf Phaser falling off. If you can keep within the draft, this is a very draft heavy track. If you can keep up with the cars in front of you through the corners, the straightaways can really help you out. Jama looking like he's getting ready to check out. Doesn't look like I don't know, Rosa got the better run, actually. Having a break early there. Oh, and Jama goes around. Just lit up the tires. Don't think he got any damage, just spun it around. There's Spoon trying to get around DJ in the back. Well, that's going to pull these 3 cars up. There they are. Let's right on board with Hannibal. Ooh, a little side-by-side action. Old Bear looking to the inside. Rosa getting more momentum, swinging around the outside, using all that runoff area. Hannibal really playing there. All right, here we go. Side-by-side through the dog leg. Who's going to lift? Ooh, Old Bear had a break there, pushing a little bit wide. Rosa's going to fall off. He's going to rejoin. Roll the car in and power out. Hannibal getting a little loose there. Rosa was really smooth through that. Get a minimal break. Finally, apex and power on out. Jama is caught right back up, though. Sorry, I want to jump up there real quick and see if One Space was going to attempt an attack. But just fell right behind. Rosa trying to get back at Hannibal. Look at that, side by side. Ooh, Hannibal Oh, gets actually spun around there. He's going to get back going. It's going to be under attack from DJ and Spoon now. Old Bear leading in Group B, trying to get into Group A. We're going to jump up here real quick. No sign of overtaking just yet. One space still working on that. And then again, I think he's just utilizing the draft, trying to save as much fuel as he can. Maybe try to extend or even just lessen the amount of fuel he's got to take, which can really gain him time in the pits. Up and over the crest. And the draft, Jama, oh my goodness gracious, just throws it in there. Last second, moving out of the way. Jama's going to have the position. There he goes. Wow. That was incredible. We got a a local yellow. And a turn 3, I'm just going to call that turn 3. And a turn 3 there. Fog is getting ready to set. We actually have information on the weather for today. No rain is in the forecast, so that's good for these drivers. They can just focus on a dry tire run. Jama getting a little, just corrected himself the best he could there. While Rosa gets a little bit offline. Still battles for 4th, 5th, 6th, and now Hannibal slowly getting to the fray. But we're going to jump back up here. Oh, Camel had an off. One space really holding that inside. While we've watched this battle, I really hope that wasn't popping up on anyone's screen. While we're watching this new battle for 1st and 2nd, let's see if I can't find... See if I can't find what happened. Nothing to really like throw up a replay graphic for. He just got a little bit loose. Kind of still watching it. Oh, there's a little bit of ooh. That, however, is worthy to throw up a replay graphic. Whoops, wrong one. Let's go and take a look at what transpired there. Going up and over, gets a little bit loose there. Saves it. Oh, that looks like the game's kind of magnetized the cars together or something, but Camel goes all the way around, well, almost all the way around. He saves it, and he's able to get it back underneath him. So there's that very, very thick fog. But the top three all together, meanwhile, Roasted that's Roasted and Old Bear battling it out. Camel trying to catch back up. We're going to jump up here. I'm sure Camel's going to send it. Oh, Willphaser really able to catch up to one space there. One space must have had an issue going through the dog leg. Now the top three are all together. Look at that. Camel zooming into the inside, overtaking Willphaser. Giving him no room to really kind of rejoin on track while pushing wide, but gets the job done. Camel's going to get back into the lead as one space going to head into the pits. Don't know if this is a scheduled pit stop or if he had some damage. Anyway, jumping back to the battle for 4th and 5th. This Russ is now going to try to get around Old Bear. Battle for 7th and 8th and 9th and 10th as well. There's cup battles going on throughout the track. This one we've been watching pretty much all race long. Jama has been able to separate himself. Unfortunately for Hannibal, he's fallen back a bit. And Spoon is nabbed with a penalty. Let's see what that is. Taking a look at this. Nabbed with a speeding penalty into the pits. 10 seconds will be added to his race time. Looks like this car doesn't really agree with Spoon all that much. He's been having a lot of trouble kind of finding his groove here. It's been really hard for him. We may see him down in Group B. That's unfortunate. Hopefully we can see these two guys battling it out in Group B in the near future. But Dragon had to take a little bit of a break and drop down to Group C, so he's going to try to race himself back up there, up to Group B. DJ, a really good solid driver in the mid-pack for Group B in points. Just needs to find that car that really fits him well. And then he could one day be in Group A. Third, fourth, and fifth, all within a couple of seconds of each other. Jamin actually kind of falling back. What's going on here? Must have been just the way they entered the corner, I suppose. An hour and 10 minutes left. 20 minutes have gone by. Ooh, Dragon kind of pushing wide. Through turn 3. Was DJ even going to dare an attempt at a pass? He thought about it, but he checked up really big. I was going to say that is a dangerous, dangerous spot. Both drivers get on it. It's right on board with DJ as he continues to chase down Dragon. Really struggled through that corner. Hannibal heading into the pits as well. We're going to head back up here. 4th and 5th. We're just going to go ahead and pull out. Is he going to attempt an overtake on Old Bear? Let's see. Staying in 5th, not shifting up to 6th. Was going to get the inside. Old Bear holding his line around the outside. Rosta getting it done. Beautiful overtake. I don't know how much he was stressing that. Oh, there goes Old Bear. I think he saves it, though. Wow. Good thing that's a rather low, or like medium to low speed corner. No damage done there. Back up here, DJ still trying to get around Dragon. Showing a lot of restraint, though. Oh, but Dragon moves wide. He's going to go under the grass. That's going to allow DJ to... Can he get around him? He does. He will be clear. DJ trying to play with the throttle. I think that's going to allow Dragon to get a better exit. Well, maybe not. It looks like DJ got the better run out. Here comes that draft. Ooh, DJ getting a little bit squirrely there. Getting under the power. It's going to allow Dragon to close it even more. Now it's going to be Dragon's turn. Let's see how aggressive or how patient he is. Just dragging the brakes as he goes up the hill, setting himself up. DJ trying to do his best to pull away. Still, any mess up could really lose his position. And Jameis going to go ahead and dive into the pits. Leader should have about 7 liters of fuel left. So we should see more pit stops in the next couple of laps. Dragon ran about 4/10 slower. Camel's just absolutely dominating the field. One space ran a 2:22.9. Camel's ran a 21.9, so a full second faster. It's just pulling ahead. Champ letting roast on by. Or I'm sorry, that's Road King. My mistake. Roast is up in P3. Really able to pull away from Road Bear, from Old Bear. This is the only battle we have on right now. It is now for 5th. That should cycle on through. Big Ton and Potts both in the pits. Both leaders are heading in. And so should these guys. We should see the rest of the drivers head on in as well, so let's go and follow around one space. As he is now entering Sector 3. Camel just running in the 221s, high 221s, low 222s. Oh no, Rosa's going to stay out, so is Old Bear. I was expecting them to come in actually with the leaders. So Camel's going to come out ahead. Wolfphaser still rolling down. It's going to be close between these two. One space is going to be at full speed. There he goes. One space is going to overtake Wolfphaser. There he is. Actually, Wolfphaser smacks the wall. Oh, he's got some steering damage. Bad. Yeah, his car wants to move to the left there. Wonder what happened there. Yeah, see how he wants to keep pulling to the left? His wheel, you can see that green little center line for his wheel. He's kind of having to hold it over to the right a bit. And he plays on... Oh yeah, he's got to come in and pit for that damage, that's for sure. Dragon's going to stay out for another lap as well. So that's unfortunate news for Wolfphaser. He's going to have to come in and get that suspension and steering damage fixed. That's Road King coming out of the pits, and DJ's going to follow suit. Now we should see Rosa, Old Bear, and Dragon go and pit on in. One space, a good 6 seconds behind. So that's going to bring us to the first break of the night. Going to step away real quick, grab a drink of water, refresh my voice, and we'll be right back for the continuation of round 4 for Camel Sprint Racing League, Season 31 at Road America. All right, and we are back following Camel around. Last couple of laps there. We have a new battle. Road King and Will Phaser. Will Phaser having to go in and pit to get that damage fixed. Riding just fine now, so we went ahead and just got 45 more liters of fuel. So it's pretty much going to be double stinting, so he probably won't have to pit until around 20 to go, I would assume. Oh, probably around like 15 to go. Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah, see that curb on the outside coming out of the dog leg? It's kind of rolled, so your tire can get kind of like on top of the curb right there, and then as you're still kind of churning and accelerating, kind of just rolls over and just upsets your car, and around you go. Happened to me plenty of times. Well, Phaser's still showing a little bit of damage on the front of his hood, which may impact his aero a bit, so I wonder if he just got the technical stuff fixed and decided to skip on the aero. We're in a 223.5. Everyone really spread out. That's Road King behind him. We're in a 224.8. I guess a little bit loose there. He's going to have to run consistent fast laps, consistent 222s if he wants to catch up to the guys up front. Unfortunately, he lost so much time with that sideways steering. Really going to hurt him. But I know he can at least still get third, so it's probably going to be a tight battle between him and J-Mutt towards the end of the race. Now Will Phaser closing in on Rosta in front of him. Really pushing. Another 222. Almost got to the 221s. Rosa really falling off with Hannibal, Old Bear, and J-Mutt. So something must have happened while we were... Well, we stepped away for a bit, so do apologize for missing that action. The curves in this game, they really have no grip. Well, you can't really abuse them in other games. So I try to accelerate in that little short chute before going up the hill. It can really upset your car. Rosa really holding the inside line there. Going in to this right-hander, Will Phaser. Falling right behind, but Rosa's going to move all the way out. Completely misses breaking point. Will Phaser going to go ahead and move up into 6th place. Now his next goal is going to be to catch Old Bear. And he should have him caught up in about 3 laps or so. About 3 to 5 laps, I would assume. Let's try to get a nice little train forming here as we're following around DJ. As Road King, Rosta, and Will Phaser all kind of close together. It's about as close thing that we have right now, but Will Phaser is expect to extend that lead from Rosta. So Rosa looks to be a little down on power. He was running in the 223s, 224s. Now he's dropped back. The 226s, I know that was him going off with the battle with him and Will Phaser, but now Road King's really catching up. Road King has come alive in this last part of the first half of the race. The drivers will be getting the cross flag this time by. We are halfway done with our race. 45 down, 45 to go. Yeah, we're in a 225. Wolfhazer 221.9. And One Space really turned up the pace as well. So is J-Mutt. Unfortunately, J-Mutt's too far back. Anything could still happen here, but wow. So relatively close to the cars up front for Camel and One Space, about 5.5 seconds. Road King really dives in on the inside, avoiding the sand. Oh, Rosa goes off into the grass. Saves it, though. Rejoining nice and safely. Credit to Road King for keeping his eye out as well. Really pushing wide through the dog leg. That's going to open up the door for Road King on the inside. Rosa holding his outside line and powering out. Both Road King and Rosta had had different lines running through the last corner. I think it actually benefited Road King. He may have had the more optimal line. He's going to be in the draft now. Old Bear in the pits. Rosa off into the grass. Road King's going to have the position. That's going to see him into P6. I don't know what happened with Old Bear. Saw that One Space kind of fell back at the beginning of this lap that they're on. So I'm curious to see what times they ran. Looks like Wolfhazer had an incident as well as they're catching up to him pretty quickly. He ran a 2:28. And yeah, Camel just ran a couple tenths quicker. Oh, Rosa's going to loop it. No, good save. Getting a little bit, I mean, he's going to lose a lot of time. But he would have lost even more time if he would have smacked that tire wall. DJ's going to go ahead and get around him. Meanwhile, Road King trying to capitalize on the mistake that Wolfhazer has made. J-Mutt also made a mistake as well. So I see Hannibal and J-Mutt getting pretty close to each other. Rosa getting right back around DJ, as DJ actually goes for a little bit of a spin as well. Coming out of the carousel too, so I wonder if he just went too much on the curb there while accelerating out. Nah, that could have been it. I was going to put Road King into the pits. So one of these guys that are pitting, if they feel like that, if they get 45 liters, that they should have enough to the end. If that's the case, that's going to put Wolfhazer short. So we will see what the leaders are going to do for that then. J might go ahead as starting to increase his lead on Hannibal all over again. Meanwhile, One Space closed in the gap. Gotta stay consistent around here. Road America, a mistake could really cost you quite a bit of time. Okay, we're in a 222.2. One Space being the 220.6. Very impressive lap. Not as fastest, but we're going to take a look at see who is fastest. That's all the way at the bottom. I was really confused. So far, One Space holds the... I'm sorry, Wolf Phaser holds the fastest lap at 220.137. Getting that all-important bonus point. Don't think I can see any of the drivers getting past that. Gonna be really close. Hannibal Moore, your fastest lap in Group B. Rosa, your fastest lap in Group C. Those times can still be improved. Camel getting on by a lap car there. No issue for neither. However, One Space is closing in the distance. One Space trying to use as much of the draft as he could with the lap car to help close in the distance. Meanwhile, J-Mutt and Hannibal, they're still a couple seconds away from each other. Rosa and DJ are now a couple of seconds away from each other. Yeah, that's Rosta. Yep. .221 for Camel. Another 220 from One Space. Flying out there. Oh, gets a little bit sideways coming out of turn one, though. DJ running 224s now. DJ's car is coming alive. Ooh, J-Mutt getting loose there. He's going to spin it around. That's going to give the position to Hannibal. And DJ getting around Rosa. So Rosa must have some type of damage. Or he's just on old tires. Yeah, I'm not sure. Very interesting. Jay might head into the pits after that spin. I'm assuming he just said, well, might as well go and pit then. Man, look at this. Well, J-Mo went in the pit. He just came out. Well, still, DJ looking good. Right, another 224. And he could very well get a top 5 finish here. If he plays his cards right, if he stays consistent with his lap times. Want to give everyone a heads up. The next couple weeks I will be taking off for Formula One. Mondays have just been really hard for me to come home and commentate F1 for Camel's Formula One League. So I do apologize for that. Just need those Mondays off. But next week we'll be doing a double header. We'll be going back in time as DJ goes off the road along with Rosta behind them. Both rejoined safely. November 22nd on Thanksgiving week. We go back in time to classic tracks, Hockenheim and Monza Classic. Still don't know if it's going to be the full oval layout or if it's just going to be the road course layout. But we will see when that day comes. And then finally, December 9th. Will be the season finale at Spa-Francorchamps. As Ross is going to head into the pits. Old Bear getting around Champ. Meanwhile, this gap has been slowly falling. .220.7. Half a second quicker. He is moving. Going down here, this is J-Mud and Will battling for 4th and 5th. Oh, does Will have an issue with this car again? Oh, a little bit of contact there. Let's see. Let's ride on board with him. Looks like he acquired a little bit more damage. Yeah, seems to be pulling to the left a bit. Yeah, you see him having to constantly kind of move it to the right a bit. And he's losing. Yeah, he had a big off somewhere. DJ heading to the pits. Lost 15 seconds, and J-Mutt's going to be back up in 4th. Looks like Hannibal is able to get the jump on J-Mutt, actually. Due to that spin, both leaders are pitting now. Following each other in. 29 minutes to go. Well, the driver's getting up to speed here. And one space going to fall down a couple of seconds. But we're going to be taking our last break of the night. We'll be back for about the final 20 minutes or so of racing. Trying to find a good battle here. I think this is going to be it. It's going to be the closest on track at least. We're going to follow J Mutt and Hannibal. This is battle for third position. So we'll be right back in just a couple of minutes to cover the rest of the race. Stay tuned. All right, we are back. Big keynotes as we're watching J-Mud and Hannibal continue to battle for third and fourth. They should be able to go the rest of the way on fuel. I was watching, just resting my voice for a bit so we can commentate the last 20 minutes. And J-Mud overtaking Hannibal in that same corner just as we went to commercial. And then J-Mud pirouetting, spinning on the grass, and still rejoining the track with no damage. Hannibal then retakes the position, and then J-Mud just getting it back. So I was watching, I was paying attention. That was some pretty crazy stuff. So good car control from J-Mud to keep it off the wall, because that could have been his top 5 chances. He would actually probably drop down quite a bit, actually. Probably still finish in the top 8, I would think. But Hannibal's still there, but J-Mud just seems to be in the faster car here tonight. So let's go ahead and take a look at the field that these guys have. So the leaders have about 33. J-Mud's got 37. Hannibal's got 44. Old Bear's got 43. Yeah, so everyone should be able to make it to the end. And Will Phase actually parks it off. And just had too much damage, and that's really going to hurt him. That's actually good news for Spoon, at least. He's going to be able to finish ahead. So that is unfortunate. Meanwhile, the top 2, they were getting close, and also had some issues with one space getting off track a little bit. We are counting down, less than 18 minutes to go. So we have about anywhere between 6 to 7 laps to go. Yeah, one space running at 224.9. Yeah, not looking all that good right now. Yeah, Wolfface is going to drop all the way down to 14th. That's great news for Spoon, being able to finish 2 positions ahead. He just has to finish in front of Potts. And he's got to hope that someone else drops out too. That is unfortunate. I hate to see such a strong contender unfortunately pull out, just having too much damages. Anything can still happen. 15.5 minutes to go. And I'm watching one space going around right now. Nothing else to note. We can drop back here. These guys are the closest on track. About 2 seconds away from each other. Yeah, J-Mutt's just got the faster car. Road King has made a good recovery. Now up to P6. And Hannibal really kind of cuts the corner short. Doesn't allow his car to really get the full run. Try to carry as much speed out. Kind of scrubs some speed out of the way. Oh, gets a little bit loose coming out of one. He's not letting the car fully rotate, fully go out. Get the full benefit of the corner. And it's really kind of catching his rear end loose. So he really wants to run out all the way as much as he can. Like, I understand how sketchy it is. And sometimes you just got to trust the process. And that costs him big time. Now 9 seconds down. Meanwhile, one space going to have a little bit of help from a lap car up in front of him. He's got 12.5 minutes to make up 9.5 seconds. I don't know if Camel had a bad turn one or something, but lost quite a bit of time to one space. Ran about 0.6 quicker. So I don't know if one space is holding back and just kind of reserved himself, and now he's ready to go all out now. He's got the help of a lap car too, as long as lap car One space is now closing in. He's now within 8 seconds. And he is moving. Really pushing now. Oh, man. This car did not like that at all. A good correction from him. Unfortunately, he's going to lose some time, though. Yeah, he's going to lose about 6-7 tenths, almost a second. Actually, yeah, a full second from that. That's really going to hurt him. Yeah, oh no, he ran quicker. He just had a bad last sector. One space trying to stay behind this lap car as long as possible with 9.5 minutes to go, just trying to help him pull the car down the long straightaways. Campbell may be getting some help in the near future as well. We got about 4 laps to go. On paper, Road America doesn't look like a big track, but it is a pretty long track. Takes these cars about 2.5 minutes, a little less than 2.5 minutes to get around. So if you make a mistake early on in the lap, it's a long way back to the pits. Camel's coming up to lap traffic. 1 space now within. So it's kind of fluctuating through here. Camel's going to get some good draft help in front of him. I see 1 space just trying to get behind the car. Just trying to use everything that he can. Oh, we got a car spun around. What was that? And that was dragging it and spun around there. Fortunate for him. 1 space still lapping quicker than Campbell, but it's not showing on the time charts for whatever reason. It's very fluctuating. Like, we'll give Campbell a 9-second lead, and then... But 1 space is lapping quicker. 1 space catching up to the lap car now. 6.5 minutes to go. Jump up here. Camel trying to get around the lap car. Lap car's going to move out of the way for Camel. Camel's going to have the preferred line. And there he goes. Oh, 1 space. Collecting the curb there, really slowing him down a bit. Taking a look at the times. It's going to be a 2:23.6 for Camel. And a 2:23.4, so he's lapping faster, but it's not at the rate that he wants. Lap car getting in the way of one space though. 4 minutes to go. Now he lets one space by. Now one space has a lot of clean air in front of him. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the draft to help him out. Coming up on 3.5 minutes to go. There we go, 2 laps to go. Camel in the 224s. One space is moving now. 222s, he's catching them fast. He's only got 2 laps to do so though. One space really has to put the pedal to the metal, so it looks like that he was just having a tough time at night. Now that it's pristine daytime, he can really go for it now. Both drivers should still have plenty of fuel left. Yep, they do. Oh, he is catching them quick. What is going on with Camel's car, I wonder? I wonder if one space just has better tires than him or something. That's the only thing I can really think of. Oh, 2 lap cars. Camel had to maneuver around. So which means one space is going to get double the draft. There's some debris on the track. Don't know if that's going to cause any punctures or not. Now it's all about where one space overtakes these lap cars. There's Potts still putting around. He will finish 13th. Oh, there goes Potts again, hard into the wall. Here we go. White flag is out. It's going to be close. It's going to be really, really close. 221.7 to 224.8. One space 3 seconds faster. If he can go even faster with the help of this lap car, it's going to be really, really close. Also something to keep an eye out as well, Dragon and Spoon. Spoon's catching up to Dragon. Still 45 seconds, but still if Dragon can't keep it out of the wall, Spoon may gain another position on Will Phaser. So something else to kind of keep an eye on. Everything else is pretty much stationary. One space now within 3 seconds. He's going to have to push, though. Not too hard, though. Don't want to loop it. He's holding strong, heading into the Johnsonville Carousel. He's going to get that good run. He's going to get that good draft. Oh, it just gets past. Lap car's going to move out of the way. Here comes one space. He's catching up quick. I don't think it's going to be enough. If one space had one more lap, don't think it's going to be enough. I think Camel really turned on the jets when he needed to. Around the final corner, I don't see one space making up a full second. Oh man, too little, too late. That's going to be the Camel taking the win here at Road America. One space. Clawing back a 10-second gap. If he didn't have that much stake, he could have had it by a good 6 seconds or so. That is unfortunate for him. Driver's still finishing. Old Bear is going to finish 6th. Road King, or Old Bear is going to finish 5th. Road King's going to finish 6th. Spoon's going to finish 12th. It's good for him. 2 positions ahead of Will Phaser. It's not much, but it's honest work. Following around J-Mutt, able to nab the podium. It's going to be a Group A lockout. Hannibal Moore is going to be... Oh, no, wait a minute. J-Mutt pushes way wide. Never say never until you cross the line. J-Mutt trying to get it back going. Here comes Hannibal. A last corner, last lap mistake from J-Mutt is going to give Hannibal your podium. Wow, I can't believe that just happened. Unbelievable. Oh, we still have another battle going on. Champ holding off Big Ton for 8th place. I can't believe that happened. Hannibal sniping P3 from J-Mutt. And J-Mutt went way off too. Like way off. And he couldn't get it under control in time. Wow. There you have it. Take a look at the final standings, final results. For whatever reason, there's no countdown clock, which I find very strange. Let's give me Camel first, 1 space second, Hannibal 3rd, J-Mutt 4th, Old Bear round off your top 5, followed by Road King, DJ, Champ, Big Ton, Roasta your top 10, Dragon, Spoon, Potts, and Will Phaser. And for whatever reason, it's not letting us go, but we'll be letting you go to the sound of the engines. Thank you all for joining me here tonight. We will be back next Wednesday for the classic doubleheader at Hockenheim and Monza. I've been William the Zebra Alcala, and we will see you later on, we will see you next week. Everyone have a good night.